Hey everyone, Coach Graber here. This video is reviewing polynomial operations. So looking at this first problem here, we're adding these two polynomials. So when you're adding polynomials, you're just combining your like terms. So we'll look at combining the t squared with the t squared. So it'll be 3t squared plus 4t squared, which is 7t squared. Then we combine the t's. Look at the sign in front. It's negative 7t plus negative 2t. And then we combine our constants, or the normal numbers at the end, which is negative 5 plus 1, which gives us negative 4. That's all you have to do for that one. Just combine the like terms and write that in Alex. Next one, we're multiplying binomials. This is where we use our triangle method, or rectangle method, excuse me, or FOIL. You have W plus 2 times W minus 8. Build our rectangle, and then multiply each of these terms. So W times W goes in this box, which is W squared. This box is 2 times W, which is 2W. This box is negative 8 times W, which is negative 8W. And this last box is 2 times negative 8, which is negative 16. And we add all these together, which gives us W squared plus 2W minus 8W minus 16. And then when it says simplify your answer, that means combine these like terms here, the W's. So plus 2W minus 8W is negative 6W. And the final answer is W squared minus 6W minus 16. That's the answer to number 2. We did this not too long ago, so I hope this won't be too hard for you guys. We did this one in March. One more, the factoring. This one might be a little trickier. Let's go and look at this third one here. So for factoring, this is the one where you have to go backwards to create two binomials. So we want to find two numbers that multiply to make 18, add to make 11. So numbers that multiply to make 18 are 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. Then we look at the ones that add to make 11. That would be 2 and 9. And this would factor as x plus 2 times x plus 9. Now this one's a little bit easier because both these numbers are positive. So let's find one that does not have two positive numbers. Let me scroll down here. Hang on. So because both of these are positive, let me highlight that. So this is positive here, and this is positive here. That means that when you factor, both of these are positive. You guys remember that one? What we have is we have 4 different possibilities. We talked about this a lot in class, but let me go over this. You could have x squared plus and plus, and that factors as both numbers being positive, x plus and x plus. Or you can have x squared minus and then plus, which factors as both being negative, x minus and x minus. And of course, there's some number here that we're trying to find out. And then you can have x squared plus the x term, and then minus the constant. That one factors as the positive number is larger times x minus the smaller. The last one that we worked with was when they're both negative, minus and minus, which factors as x minus the larger. And x plus the smaller. All right, so those are the 4 possible combinations. Let's find another example we can work with. All right, so here's a good example here, number 6. Okay, so we have, for this one, we have negative and negative. So that one is going to be this last one here. So it's x minus a larger, x plus a smaller. Because we have negative and positive, we want to think of numbers that actually subtract to make 8 instead of adding, because we have positive and negative. So numbers that multiply to make negative, to make 20 are 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and 4 times 5. Now because 1 is positive and 1's negative, we want them to subtract to make 8, and the larger number will be negative. So 10 minus 2 makes 8. We'll take this one here. And this will factor as, because it's z squared, we'll use z. Z minus 10 times z plus 2. So I know that factoring has a lot of combinations. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a good day, everyone, and keep in touch. Talk to you soon.